Hey, what's up, bro? I'm Kyle. Nice to meet you.
Kyle, what's up, man? I'm Dolph, man. Dolph the P, baby.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you, man. Hell yeah.
Woo! All right, so what do you think about the LGBTQ community?
Bro, I gotta be real with you, man. It's like God put outlets and plugs on this earth, right? But two outlets and two plugs just don't go together. I just don't know. Am I messed up, man?
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm messed up. That's messed up.
Most of the world agrees with you.
Because, I mean, but
With
love
that.
is love, though. People who love each other, do you. It's really straight pimping over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm on a BITCH, man. Unless that doesn't get us demonetized. That won't get us demonetized?
No. You have a PhD?
What, a pimping hose degree?
Yes, sir.
I'm kind of quick on my feet, man. You see what I'm saying? But nah, I'm really trying to chase this master's, man, because right now I'm in the pinnacle of my life where if I could take this coaching serious, and next thing I could be like literally coaching at a bigger college, say like South Alabama, which is my alma mater, and then maybe hopefully one day coaching in the NFL, man. Trying to make money, man. Being broke sucks.
What do you agree in terms of his views?
His views, well, I will say this. He does make it seem that men are like more special than women, and to a certain degree, everybody's special in their own way. Women are special in a feminine role, and men are special in the masculine role. But when nowadays, women want to be so masculine and try to dominate men, and the men are so weak that they allow this to happen. But when we try to stand up for ourselves, they take it as, oh, that's toxic masculinity, when in reality, he's just having a backbone. And I think having a backbone is what really stood for. Nothing hateful, just men need to have a backbone.
If you were like super famous, status, billionaire, all that stuff, and your girl was cool with you sleeping around, would you do it?
Of course. I put the work in. The external stuff is like whatever. It's really about the internal. I could have $1 billion and she'll still leave me for some guy who drives a damn Toyota Camry because he makes her feel a certain way. Having the money is cool, but you always got to remember to stay the same person that you always was. Like, it's in you, not on you, is what a great man told me one day, one of my mentors back in the day. It's in you, not on you. It's internal, not external. The external is great. It's a great attractor, but the internal is what really keeps her around.
Let's say your girl wants to go out clubbing, like these folks. Would you let her go clubbing by herself or with her friends?
Oh, of course. Why not? She should go have a good time.
What if her clothing was super revealing?
Her clothing is super revealing. If that's on her, that's on her. She just needs to make the right decisions for her. If a guy approaches her, just, hey, it is what it is. Because if she cheating, I'm cheating. And I ain't even gonna really call it cheating. I'm just exercising my options. Because I work for it. I earn my value. He was born with value. That's all I got to think about that.
You're saying like you don't care because if she does that, she's betraying you anyway. And
yeah, she already had that mindset. She already had that thought in her head to say, hey, I'm gonna cheat on this guy when I get the opportunity to. And I'm like, all right, do you. And the biggest thing is, when a girl thinks like that, you gotta just not care. You literally, whatever she does, you gotta just not care. Because the more you care, the more she's gonna step on your backbone. If that makes sense. The more she's gonna basically disrespect your pimping. If the more you care, the more she gonna step on your pimping, man. That's the clearest way I can put it. Because these women that seem nice, but they are really, 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 really smarter than you think.
Has a girl ever done you wrong?
Oh yeah, plenty of times, man. I get into that stage of like try to like love a girl too much, she's gonna always do you wrong. You gotta just like be cool. When she's not feeling you at the moment, you just gotta fall back. You know what they say? E40 said chase them. No, he didn't say chase him. He said, don't chase him, replace him, right? She treating you bad, she's not answering your text, go find a new girl. And it's always better to be with a girl that like you than to be with a girl that you like. That's how I feel.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Bay.
Hey,
E40.
yeah.
Guys, like, they have to go through hardship, whether it's financially or with women to reach the next step. Usually it's women in terms of relationships and moving forward and to get their next relationship and become an expert with chicks in general and better their life. Do you agree with the statement?
Oh yeah, you got to go through it all, man. That's how you build yourself up eternally, man. You got to go through the struggle financially, spiritually, mentally, physically. I would advise all guys to get into the gym because it helps at least in 3 areas: mentally, physically, and spiritually, man. You go in there, you pump out some weight, you get your anger out, and then it helps you. Then when you build a better body, you feel better about yourself. As you feel better about yourself, you won't let people walk over you. And as you don't let that happen no more, now you feel like you can conquer the world.
I respect that. What do you think about the chicks that we've seen here tonight? Do you think they're wifey material?
I don't know. I don't know them too personally, but normally if a girl either gives me a little couple of dollars when I first meet her, or when she let me take her home on the first day, we can see where it goes. But if a girl just texts me and never responds, she's not my type. My type is she's ready when on me, and I'm not waiting on her. That's my type. Now I can't speak for anybody else, but when she's ready to go, because it's like I have to like her. She should already like me. That's the mindset I come into every interaction with women is. She should already like me.
And so you believe a man is a leader in a relationship?
Oh, of course. You lead, but the woman has to want the relationship. You can't ask her for a relationship. She has to ask you. Because if you're asking her, that puts you in a feminine role. That puts you in a less masculine frame. But if she's like saying, hey, why, call me, text me, please, meet up with me here, there, that's where her femininity, that's where you want her to be. You don't want it to be, hey, let me take you on a date today, tomorrow, when are you free? Because like, you see how that sounds? That sounds needy and begging. And when you're needy and begging, she's like, oh, he's just another one of the guys, another sucker. And you just really want to be just cool, chill, lay back, doing your thing. Like, so if your thing is out here, you work at the airport, go work at the airport, text her back when you get off work, not while you're on your shift, stuff like that. Be busy. Be actually busy. Be busy with your life and get back to her when you're ready to.
Is it cool if like guys have a rotation?
Oh, yeah, of course. You got to have a rotation. Because if you don't got at least two girls, like, shoot, man, one girl's going to be like, is this all he wants to do is hang out with me? He don't got nothing else to do. At least if you ain't got a rotation, have a job, have a side hustle, go to the gym, go to church. You got to have other things besides her. She should be almost, not say your last priority, but like at least number 3. You got the gym, you got your job, and then maybe your girlfriend. Or your gym, job, friends, and then your girlfriend. Because your gym, you always had a gym. If you don't have a gym, you always have your friends. If you always don't have your friends, you always have your family. If you don't have your family, you at least have a job. And then if you don't have a job, maybe you have a girlfriend. And then if you don't have a girlfriend, shit, you might just have your dog, and that'll be it.
Right. Right. What's your opinion on a dominant masculine woman with a rotation?
Oh, that's a good question. My theory, though, is women want to portray that they're sleeping with a lot of guys, but in reality, they're not. They're like maybe sleeping with 1 or 2 guys. The rest of them are like guys who are like taking them on dates and taking them out to eat and just texting them and just they're texting buddies. They're like guys they're like orbiters, and then she'll pick like 1, maybe 2, 3 at the most to sleep with. But she's really going. 1 dude is for sex, 1 dude is for emotional support, 1 dude is for dates, 1 dude is for money, 1 dude is for this, for nails, 1 dude is for hair. That's how they operate. They can't have sex with everybody, bro, because unless she's a prostitute. Now, if she's a prostitute, then maybe she's getting money from them and then stuff like that. But normally, women are like one dude for sex and, you know, yada, 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 and all that stuff. Like, they're just literally, like, they got it categorized.
Do you care about a woman's body count?
Not for real. I would just hope that she doesn't have an STD or nothing if I get with her. Because that would be disappointing on her end, my end. And you could just tell a woman with a high body count versus a woman that's non-high body count. A woman with a high body count, she's more like free and open and
spontaneous.
Nah, out there.
Way too outgoing.
Way too outgoing. Yeah. She's just like too touchy-feely, but then and then she can't bond well. A woman with a low body count, if you have sex with her, she's gonna literally like be glued to you like your shirt on your back. She's gonna be on you like white on rice, 2 peas in a pot. She's gonna be on you. That's the difference. Like a girl with a high body count, she's gonna have sex with you and then just disappear and not care and treat you like shit because you're like just another guy. A girl with a low body count, she's gonna treat you like you're king on this earth until you prove otherwise.
Do you think simps are ruining the game?
Simps are needed for the game. Simps are needed, definitely needed, because if it wasn't no simps, there's no pimps.
I've never heard of that. That's pretty sick, bro.
Bro, for real, on some real stuff. If it's no simps, there's no pimps. Like, think, a pimp and a hoe and then a simp. So it's like a little tier. The pimp is above the hoe is above the simp. The simps pay the hoe pays the pimp. And it's like, it's just a game. But a simp can go from a simp to a pimp, all off basically changing his mentality and changing the way he thinks and changing his understanding that women really just don't care if you're nice to them. They care about how does he lead, what kind of man is he, how does he handle when I ask him a silly question that means nothing. Does he just brush it off or does he get all emotional? Simps are literally a part of the game. So it's pimps, hoes, and tricks, really. That's what I call it. That's what simps really are, tricks. And we all want to be pimps. Sometimes tricks, and then tricks lead with their money. Pimps lead with themselves, your character. And it's always about being you. Like if a woman act crazy, just, hey, baby, guess what? Your time is done. It's over with. We're on to the next. And it's not always about, getting the money from abroad. Maybe if you really just want to use the game for love, well, to keep a bitch submissive or a female submissive, you got to use the game for that. That's a square way to look at it. And you can also use the game to get what you want out of it. But it's all up to you, man.
Who are you voting for?
I ain't gonna lie, man. All right. I want to vote for Trump because he gave us that stimmy. My bank account was looking nice when Trump was in office. I also want to vote for Kamala because she's black or she's ethnic. I'm kind of tired. Right now, I want to know who's going to give the reparations because every shirt, every pair of pants, everything could be a portion of every shirt and pair of pants that's made on this country could be taking a percentage of, say, 1%, 2% of the sales could be given back to the African American community, or even just building the African American community as a whole with all the sales. See, think about 2% of $10 billion on the clothing industry. That would definitely greatly help, the population of the African Americans and, give back to anybody that was connected to slavery. That's the first right that the president should make right. And then on top of that, it's basically lowering this price gouging, man. Dude, you go to the supermarket, eggs are like $5. Dude, chickens lay, if somebody has a coop, their coop lays, say they have 12 chickens, the coop lays 12 eggs a day, right? Now think about it on a grand scale of a coop, chicken farm that has 100,000 eggs. Like, eggs shouldn't be that expensive. Milk, same thing with milk. If it's one cow can produce 2 gallons of milk every other day or maybe every week, and now think about it on a larger scale, 100,000, 1 million cows on one farm, like that's 1 million, 2 million, 3 million gallons. Like, and that's probably 100 of those around the country. So when I think about this stuff, man, I'm like, price gouging, reparations, and just, making it to where, like, the laws are, like, not so, like, tied. No, I won't even say the laws, but making it where, like, the senators and all that stuff are not being able to, like, tie in the laws with big business. Because all of the laws with big business are able to make these senators rich. They put money in their pockets. I just want a president that's going to do right, man. Do right by the people. Taxes is freaking crazy. Like, you're taxing us on our check. You're taxing us at the store. You're taxing us, at the gas pump. Shoot, I just seen a sign walking over here. Gas in California is, like, taxed extra $1.35 or something like that. So that shit's just crazy, man. So whoever is in power should be, like, trying to do right by the people.
What's your zodiac sign?
Oh, I'm a Leo, man.
Fuck, man. Fuck that. Fuck.